What's up everybody, welcome to Money Management channel. My name is Andrei and today I'm going to be doing an update on natural gas prices.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed, born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up.
And before we dive deep into all of this, guys, today is the last day of 2023 and Happy New Year, Happy 2024. I'm wishing you a year full of small miracles and enormous happiness. On today's video, first of all, I will show you where we are on the price chart and how we get there. Then I will continue with the fundamental news and I will show you what news might be the catalyst for this asset for the beginning of upcoming year. And at the end of this video, I will share my thoughts and my technical analysis. And I will show you what should we expect next. Let's start with the price chart. I made my previous video somewhere at this point and I told you that this asset had quite significant movement to the downside. By the way, we are on ticker symbol BOIL and I cover 3 ticker symbols. It is a leveraged ETF BOIL, natural gas spot prices and natural gas futures. And let's continue with the ticker symbol BOIL. As I already mentioned, we have quite significant movement to the downside from the end of October till the beginning of December. And right now, potentially, we are forming the ABC correction in the 4th wave in order to set, let me show you, in order to set a new lower low for the 5th wave, right after which we potentially might have a huge movement to the upside. But so far, we are on the C wave of this ABC correction. And in my previous video, at this very point, I've told you that theoretically, you could accumulate your position with the tight stop loss slightly below this bottom or slightly below this one, with the anticipation that we might hit the range in between $31.76 all the way up to $35.23. And we are forming, let me show you more thoroughly, we are forming this type of consolidation phase, and all the details I will show you in just several minutes. And for now, let's continue with the fundamental news. First of all, let me show you that if you click on this tiny icon, you can see several articles that was published by Reuters on December 11 and December the 12th. And you can see that NATGAS firms fall on record output, milder weather forecasts. And if you take a look, for example, on this news, you can see, by the way, we are on spglobal.com, and this article was published just a couple of days ago, on December 28th, and it's titled, Stagnant Natural Gas Prices, Lower Spending Will Limit Shale Gas Stocks in 2024. Let me quote you this. US shale gas producers entered 2023 looking for a rebound in commodity gas prices in 2024. Now, that price shift appears to be delayed until late in the year or into 2025. The combination of warmer than normal winter weather and new volumes coming to the market ahead of the opening of more LNG terminals on the US Gulf Coast has kept gas prices below $3 per MMBTU as the sector heads toward peak winter demand. And yes, in Europe we also have quite high levels of natural gas inventory and quite mild weather, and that is why the price of ticker symbols BOIL, NATGAS spot prices and NATGAS futures has an enormous bearish pressure on it. And let's continue with the technical analysis. And before we dive deep right here, please subscribe to my channel, hit notification bell and hit the like button. This helps me a lot. So guys, as you can see, I've told you on my previous video, we formed the B wave, and let me remind you that A wave in the ABC correction might have 3 or 5 waves structure on it, and we have 3 waves. Let me show you like this. This is the 3 waves of an A wave. B wave should have a strictly 3 waves. And we are here. Here's the bottom of the B wave with the double bottom pattern. I have to admit that this pattern by itself is quite bullish. In the short-term perspective, definitely, because we have 2 bottoms right next one to another on the basically quite closest days of its trading. And next C wave should have 5 waves in it. And potentially this might be the first wave. This is the retracement to the second, and we are forming right now the third wave. It is a diagonal movement, as you can see, and that is why we still have a possibility to hit higher targets. And I projected targets by pulling a fib extension tool from the bottom of the A wave, as you can see from here, to this point, to the top of the wave, and projected from the bottom of the B wave. Here is the scale, and the most common ratio in between A wave and C wave is 1-to-1 extension, right here at $31.63. But if you take a look on a bigger picture, definitely we might reach even 1.618 extension level at $35.59, and which is the confluence with this red line. And this red line nothing else but the level of 0.236 from the very top. Let me show you right here, from the very top of the third wave to the very bottom of the third wave. As you can see, we have an impulsive wave to the downside. That is why we might have the top of our fourth wave right here. And basically the price target for this wave might be somewhere in between of these two ranges. But if you take a look right here, let me show you again more thoroughly the latest movement like this, we can clearly see another pattern. And this pattern is quite bearish. It is a bear flag. And usually these patterns break to the downside. And this means when this asset breaks this lower border of this channel, most likely it will be the beginning of the new downtrend. Most likely it will be the beginning of new downtrend that will have another 5-wave structure on a bigger scale. And in this case, the top of our C wave might be at the highest point. On top of that, guys, let me show you that this asset reached the range of resistance, which is the confluence with the top of the A wave, and it fails to break it with the first attempt. And to be honest, I think we might have some consolidation phase inside this channel. We might have something like this. We might retest a couple of times upper border or lower border of this channel, and then we might have a breakdown, a breakout below the range of support, and it will be a sign of the beginning of the fifth wave. And let's continue. Let me show you the natural gas spot prices. Right here we have absolutely identical pattern. It is the bear flag, and here you can use this tool as well. And as usual, we have to wait for the breakout out of this pattern, and as I already mentioned, we have more chances to see the breakout below the range of support. It means to the downside. Natural gas futures is in quite a different situation. Let me show you that it is hovering right in between two ranges of $2.4 and $2.6 mark. And for now, it is very difficult to assume which direction this asset might go, because it is a parallel channel, but it is absolutely horizontal channel, which means we have to wait. Market will reveal itself, and when it happens, definitely it will be the sign of its movement. But in general, if you take a look on the prices of oil, for example, ticker symbol UCOIL or light crude oil futures, you can see that we already have this breakout below the lower border of this channel, and this is basically a signal that potentially we already started this movement to the downside. That is why, guys, I still stand on my position that on ticker symbol BOIL we might have next leg to the downside, and when it breaks a couple of its swing lows, I will do another update to project the price target of the bottom of the fifth wave. And this is how technical analysis works. And if you want to know more about this type of analysis, feel free to subscribe to my channel and join my Patreon account, where you will be able to drastically enhance your trading skills. So, Happy New Year again, and see you guys and girls next year. Bye!
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad, doing no cap. Only God wants you.